Today I am going to be showing you the fastest method to get all 2,000 critical kills on the LR762 sniper rifle in Black Ops 6 Zombies. Now the best method that I have found to getting a few of the more awkward guns gold in this game, being the LR762 sniper rifle, the GS45 pistol, is to just basically get to about round 20 or 25, maybe 30, depending on how good you are at the game. On this map, Liberty Falls, you can do this on Terminus if you really want to, but Liberty Falls is just a quicker map to get through the rounds. You don't have to worry about turning on power in different incremental stages and whatever. You can get like a bunch of free early kills as well because of all of like the unique instances and whatever on the map. And quite frankly, you can just blitz your way through 30 rounds or so on Liberty Falls, which will net you about 1,200 kills. Now, whether you can get all 1,200 critical kills, that's just down to how well you can aim your gun, and luckily for me, my aim is seemingly doing alright today. Now, just for a reference point, going into this run, I did already have about 430, 440 critical kills on the sniper rifle. So if I do two full round 30 runs with this, which will probably take me about 90 minutes to 2 hours, depending on how quickly I can get through them, I'll be looking at having Mystic Gold done pretty quickly. Now, obviously, I am starting this, like I said, about 450 kills in advance. So for you, it may take 2 full 30s and then maybe like a round 20 game to get all 2,000 kills and then the special camos unlocked as well before moving on to the gold challenge. And if you really want to, if you are confident in your ability with a sniper rifle in zombies, you can always flip on Rampage Inducer and just blitz through the opening like 20-30 rounds super quickly. It's the way I used to do it on Cold War, but obviously Cold War, at least for me, I thought it was a bit easier than this game, and I'm not the most confident sniper either when it comes to Call of Duty, so I'm going to be running without it, but like I said, if you are confident in your ability, you can turn it on. Now, you may also be thinking, how are we going to be getting into the higher rounds with the LR762, especially if you are going to be going for that 30+ run to maximize the amount of kills you can get? Well, luckily for me, and luckily for you, the LR762 does have a wall buy, and like I said, luckily for me, it's already a blue rarity straight out the gate, which is already putting my headshot damage with this gun up to 2,000, which is a lot. It might not seem like a lot, but it really is a hefty amount of damage, especially considering I am going to be utilizing, and you should also be utilizing if you want to be doing this, the Deadshot Augment Dead First, which is going to be letting you deal double crit damage when you hit zombies in the crit spot with the perk active. So as you can see, we're dealing about 2,130 damage. Is like the typical amount we're dealing with Deadshot. That's going to bump us up to 4,260, and that's just at a blue rarity as well. I am also running the armor augment for Deadshot. I do forget what it's called, but they are the two I would recommend you use for this gun, and honestly just in general playing Black Ops 6 Zombies, because it is a very, very strong augment, and it will very easily carry you through a lot of your runs if you are just playing zombies normally. Now, you may also be thinking, Satch, how do I get to Deadshot early on Liberty Falls? Because it's not in the Wonder Fizz until around 25. And well, luckily for you and me, there is actually an Easter egg on Liberty Falls for you to get Deadshot nice and early. And you need to head over here in the cemetery, and you look through this little window, and you can see a bunch of these cans over here. Now, if you are using a larger range scope than I am, you can see these a lot easier. And luckily for me, I do have a variable zoom on, so I can just zoom in and see. You shoot all 5 cans, just like so. And voila, you're given Deadshot for free on round 8. Or however early you can get to this spot on the map. Now, if I zoom back out my scope, aim for some headshots, we are dealing 4,260 damage. That's going to have me one-shotting zombies easily until around 15. Like, straight up right now, one-shot to around 15, 16, easy peasy. This gun is going to decimate zombies for fun. And for those of you who aren't aware of the LR762, who may just be coming into zombies for the first time, the reason why we aren't pack-a-punching this gun is because it actually turns into an explosive firing weapon. So basically, you shoot it out, it fires a very high damage explosive projectile, and when it hits something, it just explodes. It's very difficult to get crit shots with it. You can do it, But like if I fire into a crowd here, you can see there's like 15 zombies. If I fire it in, I'm gonna kill probably like 10 of them, get one crit shot. It's just not worth it. So I'd rather just run without the pack-a-punch, guarantee all of the headshots that I can possibly get, and just blitz through all of these critical kills that we need for the camos. And as you can see, by the end of round 8, we already have 135 critical kills with 144 total eliminations. Like, we're feeling pretty good. You can get through a lot of these kills very quickly. Now, if you really want to, and if you aren't that confident in your ability, you can spam the exfils at lower rounds. You can get those round 11 exfils where you'll maybe have like 200 critical kills and you can just run it back really quickly every single time. But I do think the most optimal way to do this is to get to probably about round 25, round 30. 20 at an absolute minimum, but I do think you should be aiming for at least round 25. That way you can at least get yourself about 1,000 kills or so, and if, like I said, your aim is good, that's 1,000 critical kills that you can easily get yourself in like maybe 2 hours of playing the game. And I know 2 hours might seem like a lot of time, but if you split that up over like 2 or 3 days, like, you're gonna get through this pretty quickly. Or if you just have a bit of free time on your hands, those 2 hours are gonna fly by, and before you know it, you're gonna have gold on this gun. Now, in terms of other perks that I would recommend you running for this, obviously pick up yourself Jug and Speed Cola. I think they're pretty great perks in this game. I'd also maybe recommend picking up Stamina Up just so you can run around a bit quicker with the LR in hand. Liberty Falls can get a little bit chaotic, especially when you are entering the mid to high 30s and whatever. And as you can see, we've just picked ourselves up the 600 critical kills, which means I'm about 1,400 off. So I'm gonna guess by the end of this game, I'll probably have about 1,050 to 1,100 critical kills, which means in our second game, we'll have maybe 500 to go, which also means I'll be able to blitz through the special camos in my next game, and maybe even also get the gold camo unlocked as well within 2 games. We can get like a really simple and easy crit kill on him. Now, they are going to be a little beefier in the higher rounds, I'm not going to lie. You're not going to be 3-tapping them forever. Even when you are up at like the purple and gold rarity on your gun, you're probably going to be looking at taking about 5 or 6 shots at minimum to kill those guys in the higher rounds, which is where I guess if you aren't as confident in your ability in zombies, that's where you could maybe start taking the lower exfils and just running it back. Now, for dealing with manglers, you can also put Napalm Burst on your LR to get rid of these guys a lot quicker. And if you do that, I recommend running the Contact Burn, and I think it's called Big Game, which is basically just going to allow you to do tons and tons of damage to manglers and also the Mega Abomination when it spawns. However, I unfortunately don't have those augments equipped on my Napalm Burst. I have like Firebomb and something else, which is basically just gonna like allow me to blitz through hordes of zombies really quickly. And obviously I want to get as many kills as I possibly can with the sniper rifle, so I'm probably gonna avoid using it this run just because, like I said, I want as many kills as I possibly can on this gun. I don't want the Napalm Burst to be stealing kills away from me, but that is something I would recommend for all of you to do. Just get those augments on that ammo mod, and you're gonna blitz manglers and also the Abomination for fun. All right, now to get through this even quicker, I am gonna be running around in spawn. There are tons of zombie spawns in this area, which are just gonna allow zombies to spawn in a lot quicker, which means you're gonna be able to take them out a lot quicker rather than sitting in an area like up by the church like I have been, where I feel like the spawns are a bit slower. You're not going to kill zombies as quickly. It can also get pretty cramped up there. Manglers spawn in, they shoot the cars, they explode. You're not going to be having a good time up there in the when you start reaching like the 20s, maybe even the 30s. So back down in spawn, you've got tons and tons of room. You do also have to trap if you really want to use it, or you get stuck and you don't want to die. We've also got an easy access gobblegum machine as well, just under the motel, if you really want to use those to help you get through this a bit quicker. But I think one of the best parts about this is ammo is never really going to be too big of an issue. You are going to have to buy a lot of it, but because you're not pack-a-punching, you're not getting those pack-a-punch like premium prices. You know, it's going to stay at 250 the entire game around, so you never really have to worry too much about points or how many points you have if you're running low on ammo, because it's always going to be cheap. No matter what rarity gun you have, it's always going to be like a really cheap price, which is really, really nice. As you can see as well, we are still at the blue rarity. I do have the salvage to go and upgrade our gun, but I just kind of thought I'd show you just how good the blue rarity is on these rounds as well, considering I got pretty lucky with the wall buy, which you might not get, considering I don't usually get that lucky. But even as you can see, with just a blue rarity gun at round 15 and Deadshot, we are still putting in quite a lot of work. Even on zombies that aren't at full health, so you really aren't taking full advantage of the double crit damage from Deadshot. Even those zombies where you're only hitting them for about 2,000 damage on that second shot, you're still one-shotting them pretty comfortably. Like, I do think this gun is very, very strong and will very easily get you your critical kills, just as long as you know how to aim. And you have like a little bit of confidence in your ability, you'll be fine. All right, we've just wrapped up round 20 into round 21, and this is where I'd start recommending, if depending on your level in the game, where you start exfilling and running it back. I'm currently sitting at 576 critical kills, and I've actually just also hit the halfway mark on the military camos, being 1,000 critical kills. I am currently about 500 or so salvage away from getting the legendary tier. I did also have an insta-kill in round 20, where I could see that I only needed about 1,800 damage to kill a zombie, which is very, very low. It's actually a lot lower than I thought it was, which means I'm probably still, even at just a purple rarity on the gun, I'm still probably at least 2 or 3 rounds away from this not being a one-shot, which is actually great. So you really don't need to worry too much about getting the salvage as quickly as possible. You know, if you don't want to run the suppressor, you probably don't have to, or you don't have it unlocked, don't worry about it, because the gun just outputs a massive amount of damage to the point where, like, you don't really need to worry about the rarity too much, because, like, you can just comfortably one-shot things for a long, long time, which is very nice. And if you really want to as well, one thing I haven't mentioned is you can also do trials, which will spawn even more zombies, the purple-eyed zombies, and they do count towards your camos as well, and like your normal kills and whatever. So if you get like a critical kills one, you can spawn in like a bunch more zombies, or maybe you get like a don't get hit for 2 minutes one, and it spawns in more and more zombies. You know, you can just farm through it like 2 rounds worth of zombies in 1 round, basically, by using those methods. I haven't done it because, quite frankly, I only just remembered about it. But like, that is something you can do as well if you want to. You can then also use the rewards if you get one that fits nicely with the camo grind. You can then also use those rewards and get yourself more salvage, get yourself some more perks from them maybe, which is very nice. And as you can see as well, that insta-kill only needed us to get about 2,200 damage to get a kill there, which is great for us, and my accuracy has now failed me. But as you can see, even without the double damage from Deadshot, we're still easily headshotting zombies at round 21, round 22. 628 critical kills for me, and I've also just noticed that is my legendary tier on the gun, and we are dealing 8,500 damage. That is a lot of zombies, oh my god. I do also understand why a lot of people might go for the low 20s as well before exfilling, because the manglers at this round do get a little bit aggressive. You know, I've already got 2 of them in this round that I'm gonna have to kill, which I get. A lot of people aren't loving the mangler spam, but like, it takes maybe 5 bullets to kill a mangler with this gun at the current upgrade level. The main thing here is just getting that helmet off as quickly as possible. And you are going to want to aim for the head here. I know you could obviously aim for the cannon, get that weak spot, but I feel like you're just going to be burning bullets for the fun of it there, because you're just not going to deal enough damage to the cannon to kill him quicker. This is also another one of those times where I'd really, really like to have FMJ equipped, because like, all these zombies just bulk together in a line like this. Oh, the headshots will be free. All right, we've just wrapped up round 25, and we've got like our second major exfil point here, which I think I am gonna take, just because like, it's getting a little dicey. These rounds are starting to take quite a lot longer than I was hoping for. In that first run, I got about 820 critical kills, which puts my total up to 1257 for the critical kills, which means the next run I'll be able to get those 750 or so critical kills, and then move straight into the special ones, which are 10 Mangler eliminations and 300 eliminations with brain rot. And then this one, the 10 rapid kills, you could easily do around 35 plus happily, because you're able to pack a punch at this point, and you'll just be decimating zombies for fun. So we're going to run it back, and we're going to get this gold camo unlocked. It's game number 2, and we are currently sitting at about 700 critical kills, which means I am in the realm of like sub 50 to 2,000 critical kills and unlocking Purple Tiger for the LR. And it's literally taken me about 90 minutes to get 1,500 critical kills, which, yeah, it's definitely going to take you a lot longer to do the snipers than it is like the assault rifles, SMGs, even like, you know, the pistols and the shotguns. They're lengthier than, like, you know, the automatic guns, but they're definitely not as lengthy as the sniper rifle. Alright, we're at 735. I think I needed 743 critical kills for Purple Tiger. So I am like right on the cusp. And literally the second I hit that Purple Tiger, we are running straight out to Pack-a-Punch. I'm throwing brain rot on my gun, and we are immediately starting the special challenges. And there it is. 2,000 critical kills with the LR, and it's taken me, like I said, roughly 90 minutes or so in 2 games. Now with that done, I'm going to quickly run over here, throw a bit of brain rot on my gun, make sure this abomination doesn't get in my way because I don't have any armor. Get me in here. Now we can Pack-a-Punch this all the way up to max because I've got plenty of cheddar to do so. And now we can just get to blasting. Oh god, I need to get PhD before I do anything. Kind of forgot. Alright, PhD has been acquired. Now we can just start blasting and getting through these. Now, as I said earlier in the video, you can still get the critical kills with this gun, like I said, but you are just going to be obliterating any nearby zombies with this. So I really don't think it's worth Pack-a-Punching and then going for critical kills, because, like, it's just, you're going to be wasting so many kills doing it this way, so that where I do think it's more worth spending a game or 2 on Pack-a-Punch, getting all your critical kills, and then Pack-a-Punching and going for the special kills. Now, as I said, we need 300 kills with brain rot, which should be really easy. I should get that done by the end of round 27. And I need 10 Mangler kills, which, depending on how many Manglers I get to spawn between now and round 30, we should get that done pretty quickly as well. And there it is, 300 eliminations with brain rot. And it's taken me quite literally 6.5 minutes to get 300 kills for that special challenge. And now all I need to do is basically kill, I think, 3, maybe 4 Manglers. That challenge is done, and then we can start doing the rapid kills for gold. So we're going to throw in a little bit of napalm burst like I said I would, aim for the cannon, and we're right back to one-shot territory, which is perfect for us. And that guy all the way over there, even from that distance, just hit him in the cannon, and you're golden. Round 31, still on the Mangler train, but that's looking pretty good for us because that's 10 Mangler eliminations. Now, round 31, you might be thinking getting 10 rapid kills 15 times, that might be a bit difficult. Nah, not for this thing. We're just going to go straight to town in the 30s, and we can easily get this camo challenge done now that we're into the gold challenge. Just make sure you do get like a good group of zombies together before you start going for it. And as I said as well, you don't really need to worry about Manglers with this thing because it's just an absolute brute of a weapon. But there we go, more zombies together. Good crowd of them down. More rapid kills. Easy peasy. I have a pretty good feeling that we're going to be... There we are. I was going to say, pretty close to getting that done. And in fact, we were right on top of it. Took me 2 full rounds in the 30s to get our 15 rapid kills. There it is. All in all, I'd say that took me about 2 hours to get all of this done. Bear in mind, I did have already about 400 or so critical kills on this. So it might take you like an extra 20-30 minutes to get that done as well. But it's a really straightforward guide of how to get all your critical kills done. It's not that difficult at all. I know it might seem a bit daunting, but it really isn't. But if this has helped, drop a like, subscribe for more Black Ops 6 content from me. My name has been Satch, and I'll see you in the next one.